Hi Capricorn, my name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your reading for December. Wow. So, sorry about not getting your video out last month. There was some delays. We had Venus retrograde and now we have Mercury retrograde, which I have both natally, and I think the energy was quite deep last month. So, let's have a look at what we have here for your main reading. Now, we have the Six of Cups. It did actually come out like that. So maybe there's something that you're walking away from. This does talk about soulmates, or for some of you, it can talk about family ties. We have this image here of children, happy times when things were going really good. This is about memories. It's about nostalgia. Now, maybe you feel there has been a release or a break from some memories here. Now, I also forgot to mention that I do have your oracle cards out already in order to save some time. So, the first card we have out is the Six of Cups in reverse for the main reading. So, it's letting go of certain emotional patterns, certain emotional attachments for you, some of you. Some of you are having to let go of a soulmate. Now we have the Page of Cups in reverse. This could be an apology. This could be feeling like we're not wanting to give something attention, feeling like emotionally you may be feeling a little closed off with the Page of Cups in reverse next to that. It may be that there was an offer or something that you thought was coming that didn't come for some of you. Now we have the Star card. So the Star card talks about making a wish. Yeah, it talks about hope and faith that the divine universe will bring everything together in alignment. Yeah, it's talking about healing. It's talking about regeneration. So it could talk about a system or a job or a change of environment for some of you, or a relationship that either there's been some healing that's gone on, or it's about knowing that there's a time for healing, there's a time for self-care, maybe in order to regenerate, in order to go through this process fully. So, let's have a look. Maybe the timing isn't quite there, because with the Star card as well, it also talks about things being celestially guided. It talks about the star of Venus. So it talks about when certain things get into alignment, there is some kind of healing emotionally that needs to be done in order to move forward. Now we have the Queen of Cups. This is a very emotional reading. We have all cups and then the Star card. So the Queen of Cups is talking about maybe needing to listen to somebody around you. This could be somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who's very intuitive, somebody who's very caring, somebody who maybe emotionally somebody could have pulled back from you with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, or somebody with those traits. We also have the Page of Cups in reverse, which can also be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It could be that somebody could be pulling back emotionally in order to heal from a situation. We have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a very dominating energy next to the Queen of Cups. So this is somebody who is very fiery, very passionate, very courageous, yeah, knows what they want. They can be a little bit dominating, a little bit intimidating with the King of Wands. It can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy there, or somebody with those qualities. Now, the King of Wands, he's somebody that you cannot push to make a decision. Yeah, you can't push him to do something. You must inspire him to do something. He gets inspired, therefore he moves forward. It can also talk about a father figure for some of you with the King of Wands. We have the Page of Cups above that. So maybe there's somebody walking away from an offer here as well. Or not being emotionally open to an offer. Feeling quite... Now we have the King of Cups. It's like we have the... So, in between this King of Cups and this Queen of Cups is this King of Wands. So, it could be that somebody's putting up a wall, somebody's putting up a blockage. It could be that there's a need for a meeting with the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Maybe in order to look at it from each other's perspective. Because I feel like all of these kings, none of them are looking at each other, and the queen, they're all kind of coming from their own stance, yeah? So it's just saying maybe there needs to be a meeting with the two kings. We also have the Devil, which is the card of Capricorn. It's also the card of codependency. It's about, maybe possibly for some of you, you're removing toxic relationships from your life. However, with the King of Cups, you may, underneath the star, you may actually look at something, re-look at something again. We also have the Three of Swords next to the Devil. So that talks about healing. It also talks about a third party showing you the truth of a situation. Now, this King of Wands in the center, this could be somebody who actually comes in with advice. Now we have the Ace of Wands, which is about moving forward. Right. And the Knight of Cups underneath the deck. So, Knight of Cups underneath, it's not wanting to move forward emotionally. It's being at some kind of standstill. Can be about emotional manipulation in a sense. But I feel like for some of you, you're not listening to your intuitive messages, which are trying to take you on a journey for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this King of Wands in the center, this is kind of like the barrier between this King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, yeah? So I feel like that this King of Wands could be coming in with some advice for you, some of you, yeah? Maybe they're trying to sort out a situation for some of you. Because with the Three of Swords underneath, I feel like either this King of Wands, he's in the upright. So I feel like he's coming in to be this third party that kind of shows people how to do something, how to get something together, how to make something work. Yeah. How to kind of release from these old tendencies with the Devil card. Yeah, because the Devil card, you can feel like you're on a roller coaster. You could feel like there's some kind of argument. There's some kind of battle that's going on in the material world. It's like nobody's looking at something from a more spiritual perspective with the Devil. It can be about releasing yourself from toxic energy. It can be about addictions that are affecting something, a relationship. But I feel like this third party comes in to help move something forward. Yeah, because in your oracle card, you have victory in reverse. Now, that is also with leadership. So I think it's saying you got to take charge of this situation, or somebody comes in order to take charge of this situation. Because the King of Wands, he is very much about leadership. He is very much about inspiring others. This is somebody who people look up to. Yeah. Now, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, if they're in between a relationship in some way, or if there's feeling, they could both, these are two very emotional energies, yeah? And they both Maybe one has felt like they've given too much towards the relationship, yeah? Maybe one has felt like they've just offered their cup here and given and given and given, and maybe another has kind of held back their emotion here, because we have the king who very much knows how to use this emotion in his favor. So he will pull back his energy when he needs to, and not dip his feet in, whereas the queen here, she seems to be immersed from this place of giving. So it may be that somebody else has to remove themselves from you, in a sense, because these energies can work vice versa. Now, we also have 7th chakra, Archangel Michael. So this is about the crown chakra. This is about doing some focus on your crown chakra. It's about your connection to source, to the super consciousness. It's about your connection to your highest self, yeah, to your higher self, to the God within. So you're needing to look from that space, because I feel like for some of you this month, this devil may, because the devil is about that balance between the spiritual and the material. Now we have this very spiritual card here, and then this other card that is more concerned about how others feel or how others think in the material world. They're chained to certain things here, whereas this is about being spiritually free. Now, we also got Princess Victorious for you guys from the Divine Circus Oracle. Now, this is number 6. So in order to bring in more harmony, it may feel as though you can't see the bigger picture of what's going on right now. It may feel like there are certain obstacles or there's certain things that are going on that are kind of beyond your control. But in some way, in order to come back in harmony to yourself, yeah, it's like, stop telling yourself certain things, because we have this here, which is, she's saying loser. It's got loser written on her finger here. So it's about you guys needing to see the bigger picture. Maybe you can't see what God has planned, but it's talking about things kind of coming together in divine timing. We did have that star card, and we did have the Ace of Wands as well to show. Now, we have a lot of cards reflecting the home here, because we have communal living as your past life card, and this is about finding a way to cohabitate, finding a way to live together, finding a way to build something together or to make something work. Now, we also have that mirrored on the other side with the ancestor cards. It says the ancestor who speaks of home and belongings. So these may be issues that are arising for some of you. Now, you also got number 36 from the King Solomon Oracle, and this talks about listening for divine messages. This talks about getting advice from a situation. It also talks about calling your angels in, asking them to help you. But it's saying that you may not be able to deal with this situation on your own. It's saying that there's somebody that's going to come in, possibly that King of Wands there, and they're going to help you to kind of maybe end a situation, because it's 36, that breaks down to 9. So it's talking about endings of cycles. It's also a very spiritual number, and it's talking about listening for the signs of kind of where to go next. The universe is going to guide you. Now, you've got the Star of Change, which talks about adjusting. It talks about transformation. You're going through a big change, or there is going to be a massive change to the situation that you're going through. You also got Truth Revealed and the Mirror. So there is something that is going to be revealed to you. Yeah, there is something that you're needing to kind of listen to. We also have mirrored that the third eye here. I mean, as you can see, her third eye is fully open here. And we have this third eye, which talks about how you perceive something. It talks about your vision. And there is going to be a truth that is going to be revealed to you, whether that's a truth from inside you or whether that's an external truth. But it's more to do with the internal, I feel, because her third eye here, it's about seeing something from another vision, from using our other sight. Yeah. So in terms of romance angels, we have give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnerships. It says chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So look at those relationships that you are drawn to. Look at those relationships that have fed you, that have nurtured you. Look at those relationships where you may need, for some of you, to kind of express, yeah? Do other people know how you feel about them? This is a month for you guys to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I really do hope this has helped. If you like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Thank you for sticking by me through November. Take care. Stay blessed. Have a good month. Bye-bye.